Hello, my air signs. I hope that you all are doing well. So you have good energy. You are the final reading for the day. We're not for live. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into that. But just a disclaimer is my new uploading days will be Monday and Friday versus Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then I'll still do special astrological days. Just what's better with my new schedule that I have implemented. So yeah, I'll be doing that every Monday, Friday now, and then special lunar days. Still will be live on my Instagram. So yeah, but let's go ahead and get started. Like, comment, share, and subscribe so that way I can continuously thrive. And we'll be doing a reading for the air signs, which is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. While I was doing their channeling for your reading, I kept hearing Aries and Sagittarius. So you could have that in your chart or be dealing with someone that is a Aries or a Sagittarius. So just take a look at that reading as well. Now we're just going to go ahead and see what your proverb is going to be for you, Pisces. Pisces too. For you, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius for the month of October. What's going on with the air signs with the month of October? These are for the air signs for the month of October. So you guys have 42, okay? You guys have 42. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what that entails. Alrighty. So 42 is increase, above wind, below thunder. The wind piles thunder clouds upon each other, increasing the storm's strength and moving it across the sky. Without the wind above, thunder's energy would dissipate. In the same way that people are strengthened when those above act on their behalf, with no thought of their own ambition. This leads to a time of increased prosperity and progress, when difficult problems can be faced together and overcome. The affirmation is wind moves the thunder. Cooperation brings increase. So we're looking for increase in love and prosperity in means of financial gains or joy. We're looking for more fun. And we're looking for revelation, information, advice. Collaboration is what will increase, because one without the other, like I said, will dissipate or won't be as strong. But when you are together, it kind of reminds me of when two or more are gathered, it's strong. I feel like there's somebody there for cypress of that. But when you are in collaboration, it causes increase. Not only with what you know and what you understand and your expansion and your growth and your healing, but theirs as well. And that collaboration and combination of both leads to growth. So if you're thinking about setting up a business deal, if you're thinking about getting in a relationship, blessing, you're thinking about reconnecting or allow someone, whatever it is, it's this collaboration will lead to the increase. Just be mindful of the environment and the energy that holds and carries for you as well, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and get into the animal energy for you. So this will just be the energy that you, the spiritual energy of the animals that you could be exuberating, have the essence of, the power of within the month of October. Okay, air signs. So we're going to go ahead and get into that for our Libras, Geminis, and Aquariuses. What is an animal spirit for the Libras, Geminis, and Aquariuses? I knew y'all was going to get a spiritual card. I fucking knew it. Y'all got two cards the same as fire, which is funny because you also, it kind of looks like fire, but it isn't. But yeah. So you guys got the elk, which is earth energy, and then you guys have the dragon, which is actually spiritual energy. So we're going to go ahead and dive into that for you. And again, this is just the energy of these animals that you will be carrying with you throughout October. Alrighty. All right, so for the elk, the key words are stable, resilient, headstrong, and the father. Okay, this represents the earth element in its masculine form. It means it provides underlining support and stability amidst life's many changes. The elk personality is fully established in themselves and knows their core values. They become known and respected for acting in ways that uphold those values. Sometimes the elk's ego can become inflated, but for the most part, they make damn good fathers, mothers, lovers, and friends. The world needs more elk energy. So we're thinking about how they make some of the greatest partners, right? They're very great. Sometimes the ego can get in the way, but for the most part, they are amazing. It's a means of leading back to that increase due to collaborating, due to joining forces, due to joining knowledge, right? And having that together. It is needed in the world. That energy is needed, right? For that. And again, it says you are living out your life in your core values in that establishment. And that allows you to also attract people that have some of the same core values and integrity and things of that sort. And now they're also showing it out. So now the light that you see in them is what they see in you, because it's a reflection of what you guys are doing on the inside. So for the elk energy, when you are in balance, you are supportive of others, of everyone, realizing that this doesn't take from your power, this won't drain you, as long as you're being, mindful of that. But it's, I am here to be supportive. I'm here to represent the support, the stability in your life, right? You are kind, right? Not nice. You are kind, right? That means you are considerate of others. You are open and honest with others. You are compassionate and have grace towards others, right? That is kind. But you are also consistent, right? That's literally it says they become known and respected for acting in ways that uphold these values. So when you are consistent in upholding your values, not saying one thing and doing the other, following through, trusting in your intuition and yourself, that again allows for even a stronger force when you are deciding to work together with someone, or join together with someone, or join forces with someone. It's a means of you are recognizing that and you're upholding those values. And it also helps with your ego not being so inflated, because sometimes the ego can go out in a way of like, I'm doing this to protect you or to lead you in a way, but it's just in a means of being afraid or scared, or being a little bit too in their own, okay? So when you are out of balance, if you are noticing this in the month of October, you would be pretentious, right? It's kind of like your nose is up at everything. You understand everything. It's like, so that's quite hard to work with somebody that feels like they have all the answers, they know everything, they know better than you, they have more of an insight. You're quite pretentious, bougie, up there, stuck up, which kind of leads to the ego of having a big ego and not recognizing that it's overshadowing who you truly are. Okay, so it says also high and mighty. Like I said, you know more, acting like you're so high up that your shit don't stink. Like, so it's a means of you can be quite supportive of things that they start with. It's like, don't do something for somebody and then throw it back in their face, because then that's not actually being kind. That's not actually being consistent with your core values and just being supportive to be supportive and recognizing that. Okay, so knowing that like your shit don't stink, right? It's okay to be, I don't want to say braggadocious. It's okay to speak up and know what you know, but it's quite hard to feel like people can come to you if you feel like you know better than them, or you're going to shame them or shun them, or be like, why didn't you? Or just like you're going to throw it back in their face, or just make sure that you have that in balance, okay? And to bring into balance and or keep in balance is eat and drink more consciously. And what that means is you are being more mindful of how you are consuming things, how you're taking that in. Do I want to eat this? Am I even hungry? Do I want to drink this? Right? And that literally says eat and drink more consciously. So that is helping your body as well with recognizing its sensitivities and what it is and what it's capable of. And also allows you to be more understanding. Because the more that you're like reading the label or taking it in or cooking at home and doing things, it allows you to understand more of a perspective than just yourself, okay? So the elk energy, again, the key words are stable, resilient, headstrong in the father or masculine energy. When you are in balance, you are supportive, you are kind, and you are consistent. When you are out of balance, you are pretentious and high and mighty. And to get into balance, eat and drink more consciously, okay? Now, for this one, you also have the spirit card. Like I said, you're the only person that got the spirit card, which is the dragon energy, which is the solar plexus. No, sorry. Yeah, I'm right. I'm right. Which is the solar plexus, which is the third chakra. So the key words for the dragon, and I'll go ahead and show you, are seeing one's most true self and balancing the ego. Okay, so it's working quite hand in hand, especially since your proverb is about working with others, and that is increasing your prosperity, you know, your abundance, your joy, your connections, your experiences, your lessons, your growth, your healing. It is allowing that. So allowing yourself to see your most true self and leading with your core values and things like the elk, it allows you to balance the ego properly. Okay, it says they see everything. Okay, it says it is says when a dragon energy is awakened, you are courageous, a visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. Okay, it is almost as if you are traveling with a great friend inside of yourself. Okay, it says okay, the power of the dragon. Sorry, it's just a lot and I don't need to read all of it. It says the dragon, jeez Louise, I lost my part. The dragon breathing transformative fire into every cell of your bodies. Okay? It says the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Agni is dim. It's kind of like their aura, their soul, their essence. Okay? It says it's described as the inner fire or sacred intelligence. Okay? It again lives within there. It says the sages believe health of the fire is at the navel center, which is why they want you to eat and drink more consciously, because that is what is going into your gut. Have you been backed up? Have you been having diarrhea? Why does your pee stink? I heard things like that. Is like you have to eat and drink more consciously, because that is what is affecting your gut health. And if your liver, your intestines, it even affects your back. If you ever had gas, it can literally be like, and it just turns out it's a fart, but it's in the back and not in the front. It can do that. So it's a means of when you're eating and drinking more consciously, it takes that in. I literally put, for me, it's like the nine-tailed fox locked up before they came together and fought as one. And that's literally what the proverb said. And this is what I wrote. Literally, can't make this up. I made that. So if you watch Naruto, you know what I'm talking about. It is when I think it's Kurama, and Kurama's nine-tailed fox, and he literally opened the gate, and they literally was fighting for power, and then they literally merged together as one, recognizing that I can't do this without you, Naruto, because if he loses the nine tails, he's dead, and the nine tails can't live without Naruto. So it's this understanding of we have to put our egos aside of me being trapped in here and me having you trapped in here, and recognizing that there is a greater force out there that needs to be worked on. Right? So again, it is about that being lots up and opening that and allowing that to have inside of yourself. Okay? So it doesn't have a when you are out of balance, but use the elk as a permission to drive into the dragon. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That wasn't beautiful, but we work with it. We work with it. Okay? Jeez Louise. Alrighty. So, next, we will go ahead and get into what is and isn't working for you for the month of October, okay? It's what is and isn't working for the month of October. Spirit, what isn't working for the air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius for the month of October? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What isn't working for the air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What isn't working for the air signs? All right. Anything else that isn't working for the air signs? Libra, I said Libra, like zebra. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius for the month of October, Spirit. All right, what is working for the air signs? Oh, anything else that is working for the air signs for the month of October? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Anything else? Y'all got the shortest amount of cards for this, what is and isn't working. But you guys also are the only people that got a spiritual card in that one. So, you know, I guess it weighs out itself. So what isn't working is mental conflict. Okay, this is a mental card, and again, that also can lead to where your mind goes for the ego and how it protects itself, because the ego is there to protect you. The ego is there to make sure that you are thinking of yourself in the highest regard at all times, and that you are able to make the sound decisions, so that way you are protecting yourself, loving on yourself, and caring about yourself. But when the ego, like I said, can get too inflated, it becomes like you know more than everybody. You become pretentious, high and mighty, braggadocious, egotistical, things of that sort. And you want to make sure that you're able to have that imbalance without losing yourself, which is the core value, like the dragon of who they are, and as well as the elk and being supportive for others without losing yourself, okay? So we're going to go ahead and read what mental conflict is for you, as that is not working for you in the month of, I wanted to say January. And I don't know if that's significant to you. I got January as well as an earth sign. But January could be significant. You could know somebody with a birthday on that. You could have an issue with January. It is also the start of the new year, whatever it is. So January is significant for you as well. But we're going to go ahead and get into this. Turning to the page. All right. Okay, so again, this is for the month of October. It deals with the inability to move forward as self-doubt emerges from indecisiveness or not being able to take action with a person, group, or even a situation in your present life. Like I said, it's this means of coming together. Spirit is saying that you will have to come together. It's a means of you not doing this alone. That's exactly why you also got the elk, because they are also able to be supportive, and they're amazing fathers, mothers, lovers, friends, sisters, brothers, cousins, aunties, uncles, because of that. And they realize that they don't need to do things alone, that they can rely on the support that they give others, because that is, again, you walking and living in your truth, your purpose, and your values, and your core, and again, allowing that to align with the individual that you have in your life. Okay, it says it may not be an easy decision, but you're already aware of this. Just remember that you have the strength, courage, and the power to make all the necessary considerations. When you decide to act and finally make the choices that need to be made, then and only then will a resolution be forthcoming, and with it a sense of mental relief. There's assistance out there for you, so seek out and listen to wise counsel to help you make the right decisions. Listen to your intuition and have faith in yourself. Peace and harmony will soon be yours. Again, it's saying you don't have to do this alone. You see this picture, this person is literally inside of this person's head. They're so inside of and thinking about themselves so much that they can't get out of their own head. They can't get out of their own brain. They can't see a different perspective, a different outlook, a different way. And that is why they're saying there's assistance out there for you. Because you are that. That is what the elk energy operates in. So allow yourself to alleviate that, especially with the dragon energy. It's like a friend that's just waiting to be unrumbled and prepared to have that connection involving with you. So what isn't working is having mental conflict and getting literally inside of your own head. Seek out some counsel, seek out therapy, talk to a friend, journal, meditate, see if some things will help you to alleviate that pressure, because it will be, and it needs to happen, because like I said, it's a decision and a choice that you have to make, and you can't be indecisive or unsure or scared to do that. Because the next one that you have that isn't working is your third eye chakra, okay? So the third eye chakra is associated with the color indigo. The sound is The element is light. The gland is pituitary. I'm going to say it wrong. And the keywords are I see. Right? And that could be sometimes why it can get in that way, is you're seeing your environment and how it looks and how it is. And that can also affect your mental. Is I see. I see. And what you're seeing is what you're taking in. But if you remember the dragon and the elk, it's taking in that and recognizing to expand on that, okay? It says the third eye chakra is the most often talked about of all the chakras. and is associated with clairvoyance, which is inner seeing, intuition, and higher levels of consciousness. Okay? It says to balance the third eye chakra, you should practice walking meditations, right? Whether you're walking at night, depending on if you live in a place that's really hot, it's a lot cooler. If you're walking during the day and it's a lot better and it's a little bit warmer. Or if you're just walking around your house, just doing that breath work, listening to your breath, counting your breath, putting your hand on your chest and feeling it expand and go up and down and recognizing the life that you have inside of yourself. Okay, yoga, which is stretching your body, movement, allowing it to alleviate some muscles. Tai Chi, which is the actual balance, I believe it's not derivative, but it is also involving the yin yang, which is the balance of outside and inner energies and negative energies, and you're pushing it and pulling it, which is also breath work. Tai Chi is cute. I love it. I don't do it, but you know, it is what it is. Visualizations. So again, that also can go into what you are eating and drinking consciously. Visualizations of what you're seeing, creating a vision board, you know, or mood board, or again, I see this in my life happening, or creating visualization manifestations by writing down, I have this, I see myself with this, or I saw myself. Paying attention to your dreams, your fantasies, your daydreams, paying attention to your art and what you're cultivating is also visualizations. And the last one is color therapy, okay? Which is wearing certain clothes to boost your mood, changing maybe your bed sheets or something for that, putting on some color therapy, painting, putting on some makeup, things of that sort are also associated with color therapy. Being outside in the sun, taking a look at nature, how many green bushes can I see? You know, allowing yourself that as well. It says don't just focus on this one chakra as part of your development, because also the solar plexus with the dragon is what the dragon is associated with. Is not the only thing, okay? So that as well. As part of your development, as it's important to remember that they should all be in balance in order to work in unison and harmony. And I am just going to go ahead and let you know that the solar plexus is the color yellow. The sound is rum. Sorry. The element is fire. And the glands are the pancreas and the adrenal. And if you're thinking about fire and air, come on now, baby. Come on now, baby, come on now, baby, come on now, baby, come on. Hey, come on, baby, light my fire. Okay, that's what the dragon is saying. Come and light the fire. Come and awaken this dragon inside of you. And that will help you to see your reality for what it truly is based off of the power that you have inside of yourself, like the elk. Okay, and the key words are I can see myself this way, you know. All right, and then it says to balance this, I'm just going to read what it is to balance, which is yoga, dancing, movement, or breath work with color. Okay, it says in addition, be aware of people who drain your energy. And it also says workshops and classes that focus on empowerment will help you open and harmonize this area. Okay, so that is what isn't working, is you denying what you truly see within your inner self with the third eye, and that is causing mental confliction because of what you're seeing on reality and feeling like you can't change it. There are no options. When you can rely on people, you can rely on that assistance, you can rely on the fire within to ignite such a bright flame to pull it all together, because what is working is hope. Hope is what's working, okay? And that is a major arcana card. So we're going to go ahead and read that. What is working is hope. Okay? It says this focuses on the qualities of hope, faith, healing, aspirations, success, and finally enlightenment. When this card appears, know that a special wish you made may be fulfilled in time. Okay? It says this will help to show you that the impossible can indeed become the possible, which is why they don't want you to doubt what you are seeing within yourself, because it's not showing quite yet in reality, right? I see. All right? Focus on these, because if you say I can't and I don't see it, you're just denying all of what the power that you have inside of your hands, okay? It says, the force that works through your soul, determining what's possible and the difference between success over failure, and above all, who we are is the power of your belief, which leads back to the dragon or the 9 tails, if that works better for association. The difference between the failure and the possibilities and the success are all within yourself and how you believe and what you can do, right? And even if you think about Naruto, if you don't watch it, I'm so sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't got there, but Naruto, even when he had to pull the 9 tails fox Kurama's chakra into himself, he got help from his mom and he got help from his dad. So again, it's this realization that you don't have to rely on yourself to recognize that I'm seeing something that is possible, even though other people are telling me it's impossible. The more I follow my core values, my purpose in doing that, I will also have other people that do that for me, and that will also stir something inside of me. Okay? It says this is a reminder to use your natural ability of intuition, the language of the soul, as you reach for your goals and desires. The future can be yours when you have hope and trust in everything you do. Okay, which is why they said I can, because you have to trust yourself to say I can do something, right? You don't want to be unreliable or things of that sort. Soon others will be attracted and drawn to your inner light. What did I say? I said what I said. I say what I see. Learn to share your experiences and lessons for those around you, or also realize that not having faith and pushing forward where one may have felt no hope is at all is the key to success. So we're also thinking about the elk and how people are the elk is well respected and loved. It's because of this, you showing your light and having hope and faith in things and pushing forward. That is pulling that in. It says, above all, maintaining a positive attitude starting right now. This very minute will allow your soul to soar. You'll discover an opportunity to shine as you reach for the stars. Okay? Excuse me. In the traditional archetype for tarot, it is called the star card. Okay? So again, it's a means of taking that in. It's a means of recognizing that. It's a means of holding that within yourself. Okay? And that is, again, what is going to lead people to helping you. Wanting to be around you, wanting to support you, because you're, not even because you're doing the same for them, but because they're seeing what you're doing for yourself as well. That light within. And you don't have to be all high and mighty about it or pretentious or any of that. And your ego will still be protected and loved on. Okay? So, now with that, air signs, we're going to go ahead and get some final messages. You guys was also the shortest. I love the air. It is your season right now, you know. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead again and get some final messages for you. Okay. What are the final messages for air sign spirit? I love it. What are the final messages for air sign for the month of October? That is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay. Anything else? Anything else, Spirit? Anything else for the air signs for the month of October? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Nope, I feel like that is all, and that is. You guys also got the most of these cards. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Everybody's everywhere today. Everybody's everywhere today. I love it. All right. So, your final messages from your spirit guides, the universe, deities, orishas, clouds, elements, however you think and speak, and whatever communicates with you, okay? We have all in your head, which reminds me of mental conflict. All in your head. Write, speak, draw it out, release fear, confusion, and doubt. And that will also help you with not allowing your ego to go into overdrive, to feel like they got to do all this and got to do all that to protect you, to keep you safe from harm, to not repeat cycles, because sometimes ego will lead you into a false sense of comfort of not going into a cycle, and it actually is a cycle, and you just feel like this was the easier option and decision, and you feel like it's your intuition when it really wasn't. So again, you're all in your head with that mental conflict. Be mindful of that in October. Write it out, right? Speak it out, draw it out. Like I said, the color therapy, release, breathe, walking meditations, Going out there, yoga, tai chi allows you to release all of that. Okay, which is also leads to your proverb of that releasing as well. And what they also want you to do to help you with the mental conflict is mind your business. It is going to help you so much to mind your business, because again, that allows you to still be led on your purpose, your core values, your intentions, and you're still able to be supportive and kind and present and consistent and live, because you're minding your business and you know what you do and don't want to do. And it also allows you with the third eye chakra and the solar plexus to hone in on what is and isn't for you as well. It says, don't gossip or share secrets. Give advice only when asked or warranted. Okay, so again, you don't need to do the extra, you don't need to do the most, because that also leads to you being pretentious and feeling high and mighty, like you know everything because you heard something, or you feel like you got something. Or just mind your business, mind the business that pay you, because now you got on an extra taxes, and that's taxing you, your energy, and your time. Okay, so while you're doing that, just take a step back. Reflect on past choices and decisions, and take the lessons and use it for future and present wisdom. And the numbers are 666. So again, when you are reflecting and taking that moment, it allows you again to make those decisions that are needed. And it also allows you to have more hope and faith and strength, encouraging yourself, because when you're taking a step back, you're like, I got me here. I remember I was going with that and I was able to get out of it. I remember I was able to call it. It's things of that set where you're able to go back and recognize, I got myself here. And not in a way that's bad or shameful, where you wanted me or not. It's, I got myself here. I am the solution to any problem, and I'm the problem to any solution, depending on how you think about it and how it goes. So take that step back. And again, take the lessons and use it for future and present wisdom. Okay, because again, that leads back to the dragon and that energy stirring inside of you. Okay, you have, I go with the flow while staying rooted within. Again, that allows you to be able to work with others, hear other ideas, perspectives, insight, things of that sort. It's so chef's kiss. I love it. So taking that in, and allows you to go with the flow. Being like a tree planted next to the water. It still allows that flow of the water to come, and it doesn't obstruct it, and the tree is still able to go strong and mighty and powerful. And it doesn't take from one, but they are also able to work together to provide something that is lush and green and prosperous, and that is what Spirit wants for you. So mind your business. If it ain't of you, it ain't of your concern, okay? Because they actually want you to be watchful of Pinocchios. When I made this card, it's people that don't think for themselves. And if somebody is around one person, they act a way, and then they around another person, they act another way. That's a Pinocchio. And somebody's fake, and somebody's lying a lot. That is also a Pinocchio. And somebody is only seeking for their best interest without anybody else in mind. That is also a Pinocchio. And that goes against the elk energy, which is about living in your core values and truths. Being a great lover, friend, compassionate person, things of that sort. So be watchful of those people. And it's quite hard to be watchful of people if you're not able to take a proper step back, see where you are, see where you want to go, see what is and isn't draining your energy, and it allows you to be like, okay, I can work with this person. But if not, you are just having that mental conflict. You're all in everybody's business. You're okay with sitting on and gossiping and the secrets, and that causes you to also be going against yourself. So versus people honing in on your light, not honing in, but seeing your light and being led by it and inspired by the faith that you have within yourself and the elk energy, it's like, I don't know about that. So what you need to start doing is this. It says, my tongue speaks truth, my ears listen, and my body will follow. That again is allowing you to full focus on that elk energy of being true to your convictions in your core. And it's quite hard to be supportive of people when you're questioning them and their motives, or if they're questioning you and your motives. And that goes against the proverb that you got, where that collaborations allows true increase, which is what this entire thing is about, is increase, taking on more and having more given to you. Okay? And sometimes when you take that step back and reflect, it's your inner child that's missing you as well. Okay? Your inner child is missing you. Go have fun. Also, that's why they want you to reflect and take a step back. That's why they want you to go inside of self. That's why they want you to do that meditation or yoga or breath work. It's because your inner child is missing you. And that will also help you with navigating the ego as well. And you can talk to your inner child like, hey, we don't have to do that anymore. We don't have to operate that way anymore. We're not in that position anymore. You know, we're not there. We don't have to do that. We don't have to say that. We don't have to be like that. We can be okay. We are safe. We are protected. We are loved. And that is also why your inner child is missing, because I want you to continuously remind yourself of that. Okay? So, air energy signs, that has been your reading. I hope that you guys enjoyed and got something from it. Again, I do these live on my Instagram every Monday and Friday now. So like, comment, share, and subscribe so that way I continuously thrive and grow myself. But I love you guys. Love yourselves more. Until next time.